Mrs. Carpenter expected back from the hospital?
I don't know. I'm only a temp. Would you like to make an appointment?
No, oh, wait.
May I have your name, Mrs.
Delgado. Taya Delgado. There is no Mrs. Manning.
Slaves don't have the right to resign.
Your treatment notwithstanding, I am an employee.
Go read your contract. Better yet, go have a lawyer read your contract. I own you. For the next 2 years, you can't work anywhere else.
And if I try?
You got a house payment, you got a kid in college, you got a retirement fund. You can kiss all of that goodbye.
This is total injustice.
No, injustice is when Bo Buchanan and his merry men throw you in the can for something that you didn't do. And all of Lambview is happy to believe that you did it. That's injustice.
Is it?
How can you do this to me, Briggs, after all I did for you?
Did for me?
You're the highest paid managing editor in the history of publishing.
Even so, it's not worth it.
Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you took the money.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna find some way out.
Fine, you walk away from me. You find out what happens to people who walk away from Todd Manning.
You just love to humiliate people, don't you? It doesn't matter if it's your wives or your employees. You just beat them into submission, right?
You have no business skulking around here.
Now, I had a question I wanted to ask you, but I think I'll come back another time.
Oh, wait. See, this is why I stay out of church. You reverends, you have no sense of humor. This is a game that Briggs and I like to play. You see, he pretends to quit, and I pretend to yell and scream at him. Get him to stay. It's fun.
Briggs didn't seem to be enjoying himself that much.
You said you had a question. Let me guess. It has something to do with Ian's memorial. Andrew, I said I was sorry. You know I don't do that a lot.
Not without an ulterior motive.
You believe what you believe, but I know I meant what I said.
Sorry is such an easy word, you know, to say. I believe you came into that church on a very carefully orchestrated mission. And it wasn't to get the answer to any question, because you could have done that in private. No, you dramatically interrupted a very solemn service. You made your false accusations to publicly humiliate Taya and embarrass me. And then, mission accomplished, comes an equally dramatic mea culpa. Having Vicky there was a beautiful touch. I believe in repentance. And I believe in redemption, and my faith tells me that every soul deserves a benefit of a doubt. But why should I believe you? You have never done anything to deserve my trust.
You're right, Andrew. You have no reason to trust me. I lie. I manipulate people. And it seems that when I'm hurting, I hurt other people. Now, I don't know why I went into that church. I guess I figured that that was the best place to tell all of Lambview that you and Taya were sleeping together.
Except that we aren't, and we haven't.
Right. Look, afterwards I felt awful. And so I apologized. I don't know what it is. I can't promise you that I won't do anything like that again.
Well, at least that was honest.
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Manning, do you want to approve tomorrow's op-ed layout?
Briggsy Wigsy. You know, the Reverend here, he really thought that you were out of here.
I spoke to my attorney. You're right. I can't take another newspaper job, and I don't know any other business, so I'm stuck. Now, about the op-ed.
All right, look, you know, I thought the whole thing was a game, but, you know, look, if you're really not happy here, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, but if you're not and you really want to go somewhere else, why don't you come back when the Reverend's not around and we'll talk about it.
Well, thank you. I will.
Hey, hope you got another letter of resignation.
I'll print one out.
Okay. You believe in atonement and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Reverend, tell me something. You really think someone like me can change?
I know you have a million things on your mind, but I didn't know where else to go.
Well, sit down, please.
Oh, I can't. I didn't get any sleep last night. I kept replaying Todd's little church scene over and over and over.
I really hope that you're at least considering the possibility that his apology was indeed sincere.
Not on your life. He's up to something, and I want out.
Why are you so desperate all of a sudden to get this divorce now?
I can't be with someone who can't love me.
Are you quite sure that's true?
What I'm quite sure of is that he is playing a game. But what is driving me crazy is I don't know what that game is. That's why I had to see you, because you're the only one who understands Todd. Please tell me how to protect myself against him.
Perhaps you're right.
He's up to something.
No. Then on some level, I guess I understand him. The thing is, he's so complicated.
Tell me about it.
And he's unfortunately also dangerous.
What do I do?
Taya, I think you have to slow down. I think you have to back off this divorce just for a little while, okay, to give Todd some time to cool down.
Okay.
And I think for Andrew's professional sake and your personal life and future, I think you have to put this new relationship on hold.
You too? Oh, Vicky, how dare you? Andrew and I are not having an affair. Oh, but of course, you don't believe me, just like Todd doesn't believe me.
I didn't say that.
This new relationship? But of course, you're Todd's sister.
Taya, I want you to listen to me. I'm not making any assumptions about you and Andrew. You came here asking me for advice about how to protect yourself from Todd. I gave it to you. I'm sorry if you don't like what you heard.
I'm spinning out of control, Vicky. From all of it, I am complicating Andrew's life. I'm compromising his career. I'm losing Star, Todd.
Let me tell you something. My brother is quite a different man for having known you. I mean, it's subtle. We measure change in Todd in microns, but it's there.
I can't do it anymore. It's too hard, and it's too painful, and if I don't move quickly, I am afraid I'll lose myself in all this.
I'm so sorry. I'm not going to ask you to do any more for him. I know what you've already given him. And we'll just hope that maybe someday some other woman comes along who can get right in there and reach him. Believe me, I understand that that's not going to happen until Todd is ready to help himself. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe that's beginning to start now.
I wish I shared your hope and had your faith.
I have an absolute faith that people can change, Todd.
Well, I'll try and remember that.
Change takes a lot of work, takes a lot of hard work, takes some self-examination and self-control. See, that's why I don't put a lot of stock in your, phony intentions and your glib apologies. But if you wanted me to believe that you were going to change, you'd have to show me.
You stupid, self-righteous, hypocritical old scum! Mark! I've changed the rules of this game.
I saw Reverend Carpenter leave. Is this a good time?
Get out of my office. Told you to get out of my office, Perry.
You also said that we could discuss my leaving the Sun.
In your dreams.
Now, Reverend Carpenter was a witness.
The only way you're going to get out of your contract is if you drop dead. And even then, I'd keep you around just to use you as a doorstop.
Then why did you suggest that it was negotiable?
Because I'm a very, very bad person. Now go away. Told you to go away, Briggs. Subject is closed.
Mr. Manning.
What the hell are you doing here? You here to cry rape again?
I didn't know how I was going to start, so I'm glad you've been so direct.
That's me. I'm direct. Got a lot of nerve, I'll give you that.
I'm a trauma nurse. Is this a bad time?
Not as bad as those fun-filled days I had to spend in the slammer because of you. Look, I'm not in the mood to hear about your trip to hell and back, and I'm really not in the mood to apologize for whatever it is you think I did to you at the hospital.
Mr. Manning,
My daughter
I'm here
was
to
sick.
apologize to you.
And what, you think an apology is just going to make everything all nice?
No. But at least I can say I'm sorry and mean it.
This better be good.
Listen, when Commissioner Buchanan started to question me, I was in pain. I was angry and I was scared. And I had to, I needed to put a face on what would have been the worst nightmare of my life. I wanted the attacker locked up so I could stop being scared. So I could try to regain some kind of control. And that was when I remembered earlier in the day when you were at the hospital with your daughter.
Yeah, I remember. I was having a good day.
Yeah, but even though you were nasty, that doesn't give me the right to accuse you of rape. I mean, you humiliated me, yes. But the man in the ski mask in the parking lot, he didn't even see me as a person. I can just, I imagine his dark, cold eyes just staring at me through that ski mask. And he looked at me like I was this thing he could just use. And his hands were all over me, and he could just maul me like a piece of meat. And I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move. I tried to fight back, but he was bigger and he was stronger. And I was powerless. And he seemed to get a charge out of the fact that I was powerless. And then he would breathe on his secret coffee smelling. God, I can't breathe. Oh, God, wait a minute. Wait a minute, you don't smoke, do you?
Nope.
How could I forget that? How could I forget that one detail? My God, if I didn't see that, then none of this would have ever happened. You wouldn't have been accused and publicly disgraced, and I know that you've been exonerated, but that doesn't excuse what's just happened.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
no, stop. Don't worry about my public image, okay? I was shot to hell long before you shut up. I have earned the right to be one of the usual suspects. And most of Landview wants to see me in jail anyway. Except you, of all people.
If somebody is angry with somebody, they should be twice as sure before they accuse them of something. I guess I wanted you to be guilty.
You don't pull any punches, do you?
I know what it's like. My father's a congressman. You wouldn't believe how many of his political enemies pin stuff on him.
I can imagine. And thank you. That's enough sweetness and light. I'm going to get a cavity.
Well, that's all I had to say.
Wait. Before you go, is there, somebody who helps, you know, people who've been through what you've been through? You know what, never mind. Skip the details. Give this to, whatever you want. Or keep it and cash it yourself. I don't care.
Well, that's very generous of you.
Oh, that's me. I'm a misanthrope. A philanthropist.
You should get credit for it.
Fine. Be difficult. Where do I send it?
Why don't you send it to Reverend Carpenter?
You know, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. In fact, I'll bring it to him myself. Today.
Well, what a surprise.
Well, what do you want?
I want what I'm entitled to. My divorce, and I want it now. Todd, let's end this in as civilized a manner as we began it.
No can do.
Why not?
Because I want you around, Taya, that's why.
For what purpose? Sport? Your attitude toward me is, at best, benign contempt.
Yeah? But you gotta compare that to how I treat everybody else.
Todd, 4 months, I've tried to create an opportunity for something real to happen between us. But no matter what I did, you put up wall after wall. You made it very clear that nothing could ever happen. When I wouldn't accept that, you threw me out.
Naked, snowstorm, I remember.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
So what is this? Huh? Why do you want to hang on to me now?
Well, I don't know. You're the one who always has all the answers, Taya.
Well, not this time. Is it for the same reason you won't let poor Mr. Briggs quit? I don't know. You like to own people?
Is that really what you think?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Let me see. Do you want me around to run interference with Blair so she doesn't wind up with Star? Well, I'm not going to be there anymore, divorce or no divorce. You got your message across. You finally managed to kill whatever feelings I have for you. You do realize that, don't you? I gave it my best shot, and you won. Ah, is that it? Oh, you see all this as some kind of game? Are we still playing? Yes! Yes! Oh, I should have guessed. Is this how you... This is how you plan to try to hold your power over me.
Delgado, I don't know why you make everything so complicated. Look, I want you to stay because I want you to stay. I don't want you to go anywhere. That's all. I love you, Taya.
No. No, you don't.
Fine.
No.
Now, you know what? I only said that because I thought that's what you wanted to hear.
Not now and not like this.
Well, then, like how?
It will not work.
You will not get me to change my mind. Not like this. You go to hell, Todd Manning.
This is Todd Manning. Yeah, it has. Look, I really need you. You alone?
Why?
Made it over the threshold. I didn't get hit by lightning.
What do you want?
Well, you're friendly. I guess your bedside manner is really only for the bedside. Okay. I got something for you.
What's your game?
Yeah, that's funny. You're the second person to say that to me today. Go ahead. Look at it.
What's this for?
Well, Barbara Graham said you do good things for women. Oh, well, that's not what she... You know what I mean.
Do you mean that this is a contribution to the Women's Center in Barbara Graham's name?
Exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I didn't expect the brass bands.
That's good.
Look, you say that you and Taya aren't, you know, and I accept that. I jumped the gun. And I apologized. But you're still sore. Andrew, you gotta look at it from where I saw it, okay? I mean, imagine how I felt. I thought you were boffing my wife right under my nose. Oh, that's right. You do know just how that feels. Makes you want to take a long, hard look at yourself, huh, Reverend?
Just take my card.
Oh, can I trust you?
No.
It was great talking to you.
All righty, nice to meet you.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Hey, Todd!
Oh, hey, Sam.
Hey.
Plane didn't crash, huh?
Now, well, wonders never cease. Look at you. Well, 12 years. You're not a kid anymore.
What does that make you?
Old enough to call you Boomer. Come on, give me a hug.
So, I got the car up front, right? That's all the luggage you got?
Yeah.
Don't call me Boomer.
Well, you never did let anyone get inside your guard on the football field either.
That's enough chit-chat.
You still run your own pattern, don't you, Boomer?
I'm really surprised that you would believe Todd over Andrew. Darling, I cannot deny what I witnessed this afternoon. The sexuality between Andrew and Teo glowed like a neon sign. Well, then it's a good thing I didn't see it, because I choose to believe Andrew. All right. Then I'll just keep my mouth shut in front of Bishop McBain, which is fine with me anyway, because he always manages to make me feel as if I have spinach between my teeth. He's a pussycat. You're making too much out of this, honestly. I'll bet you he just came here for a good free meal. Speaking of the devil, I wouldn't joke about that.
Renee, I need a table for two.
John will take care of you, and if you're planning to cause trouble, please go someplace
I don't want trouble. I want dinner. Oh, you're still upset about that little thing that happened at the church?
You not only managed to publish a miserable rag, you are now making headlines in them.
Oh, so you're the one who reads the Penzi Broker. Believe me, I'm the one who came out looking bad in that. I guess that's what happens when you let your emotions run away with you. Isn't that right, Vic?
Todd apologized to Andrew for that. Really?
Yeah. Even wrote him a big check for some girl charity. Now, if I could really just make things right with Taya, but I'm afraid that that'll never happen. What? Do I have to apologize to you now about something?
With whom are you dining?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's why I asked.
Vicky, you're always telling me I need help. I got help. Here's my help.
Either Todd has been inhabited by a foreign being, or he's up to something. Do you suppose that's his psychiatrist? No. No, I think you're right. Suit's too expensive, and that lean, hungry look reeks of power. That is Sam Rappaport. Sam Rappaport. Well, why do I know that name? Well, if you had been accused of a triple homicide and you were looking for the best legal help available, that name would occur to you. The attorney, of course. Oh, he's a lot more than that. He's unbelievable. Comes from Chicago, I think. Actually, I was at a conference not too long ago, and he spoke. His subject was the media as judge and jury. Is that how Todd knows it? I don't know. He wasn't there, although I expect they met somewhere else. Or Todd is planning a triple homicide and hiring his defense attorney in advance.
So?
Guess you want to know what I've been doing for the last 12 years.
No, not really. I kind of kept track. I stay in touch with some of the old team. You know, got quite a crew there. Got a couple of doctors. We've got a genius computer guy, an astronomer.
Rapist?
Yeah. Look, I heard about that while I was away in Saudi Arabia. I would have been here for you.
To do what? Make me run laps?
Well, maybe to help.
Now, you helped me once before.
And I'm ready to do it again. So why don't you tell me, what kind of trouble are you in?
They seem friendly. Two sharks circling. Okay, here's the bishop. You know what? I think we'll just stay off the subject of Andrew and Tail altogether.
Bishop McBain, how absolutely lovely to see you again.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Please.
I know this was last minute, but I'm making the rounds before the diocesan meeting in Philadelphia.
Oh, and you are going to be so pleased. The pledges at St. James's are up 20%.
Oh, excellent.
We have a little problem, though. There's a leak in the roof.
Oh, dear.
But we have bids out for the repairs, so...
You always seem to have everything so well in hand. Which is why I decided to ask you for the real story behind those tabloid headlines linking our Reverend Carpenter with Mrs. Todd Manning.
Tabloid headlines?
The Pensy Prober.
You subscribe?
Heavens, no. But I do keep canaries. My housekeeper lines the cages with newspaper, you see. And there was a picture of St. James. Gave me quite a start seeing it in that context.
Well, yes.
Of course, I don't pay much credence to newspapers of that ilk. I prefer the Banner. So, how did this scurrilous story get started?
I'm so glad you said that. Scurrilous. Because Andrew has assured me that his relationship with Mrs. Manning is beyond reproach. Except in my brother's mind. Oh, I don't know. Do you know that Todd Manning is my brother?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. Well, you see, his wife has started divorce proceedings against him, and unfortunately, he is looking for someone other than himself to blame.
It can be very comfortable for Andrew with accusations like that flying around.
Oh, gracious, no, it isn't. Frankly, I think a vote of confidence from you would go a long way toward easing the situation for everyone, including my brother.
$5 million. And she wants out of the deal.
Yeah.
Now, pal, you must have been hell on wheels as a husband if she's willing to give up that kind of money to get away from you.
I don't need your comments, all right? It doesn't matter what was going on between me and Taya. Are you going to help me or not?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me why you need a criminal lawyer?
And that really is the whole story.
Well, I'm glad you're certain that there's nothing of a carnal nature between Andrew and your brother's wife.
Well, I'm glad that I could reassure you.
Renee, you've been uncharacteristically silent.
Well, I merely agree with Vicky that, her brother is not a reliable source of information.
Well, that's that. Isn't that your brother sitting right over there?
Look, if this has to do with your wife, I can suggest someone who specializes in matrimonial law.
I want you.
Well, is there a crime involved here?
I'll just be more comfortable with a friend.
Oh, so you still consider me a friend?
Whatever that means.
I don't expect you to know what that means. Look, you were an angry, hurt kid when I helped you, and my reward was 12 years of silence. Now, I don't call that friendship.
Did you fly all the way from Chicago just to give me a guilt trip?
No, but you are an angry man, Todd, and I don't want 12 more years of silence to be my reward for this.
Look, I don't need this, all right? I got a problem. Either you're going to be part of the solution or you're not.
Yes, actually. That is my brother.
Oh.
You know, Bishop, you'll be very glad to know, because I'm quite sure they didn't report this in the tabloids, that Todd apologized to Andrew immediately afterwards for disrupting the memorial service the way he did. He seemed to feel that his imagination had just run wild, and in fact, he is seriously trying to make amends.
Yes, he evidently made a contribution to the women's shelter at St. James.
That's most commendable.
Do you remember what you said in your sermon on Confirmation Sunday, that God moves in mysterious ways?
Ah, yes.
Well, I think that this is the wake-up call that my brother has needed, because he told me that he is going to seek help.
More power to him.
We're just so sorry that all this had to drag you down here.
Hardly a drag. I always enjoy seeing both of you.
Oh, that's...
But one thing still puzzles me.
Yes.
Why should your brother have suspected his wife of having an affair with Andrew Carpenter, of all people?
You know, if you'd murdered your wife, I could help you.
No, nothing like that yet.
Is it a divorce you want?
No, I don't want a divorce. I thought I made that clear.
No, you didn't make that clear.
I want my wife back.
Well, you bought her. Why don't you buy another?
Because I want that one.
Why?
Look, if I keep marrying chicks, you know, the family court's going to think I'm only married out of convenience.
Well, aren't you? I mean, is there more to it than this? You didn't fall in love with this woman, did you?
I do hope that you are now finally reassured that there has been no impropriety between Andrew and Miss Delgado. Believe me, Bishop, Andrew would never, ever do anything that would cast a shadow over his ministry or, my word, or certainly not over the church that he loves.
I hope Andrew appreciates how ardent your support is.
Well, he has earned every bit of that praise, believe me, many times over.
That's what's so puzzling about this whole situation. He is a minister of sterling character, accused in his own church, of all places, of the most blatant impropriety.
Well, it makes sense only in the context that it was my brother who made the accusation. Believe me, I mean, I told you this before. What happened at St. James had little, if anything, to do with Andrew, and had everything to do with my brother and his personal problems.
Renee, have you anything to add?
Todd is a very complicated individual.
And he has been under tremendous pressure recently.
The divorce you mentioned?
Yes. Look, I mean, he's prickly under the best of circumstances. When he's having a bad day, as he's been having recently, I mean, he's paranoid, he's mean-spirited, he's flat-out vindictive. He's my brother and I love him, but I'm afraid that's the sad truth.
He's famous for that.
It's a tragedy. Todd has had a very scarred past. As a result, his imagination spews out these scenarios that are based on nothing but his rage.
So, are you, planning on answering me, or are you just going to pretend you didn't hear the question?
I'll get back to you on that.
Are you in love with your wife?
Doesn't matter what I think about Taya.
I'm not talking about some idea. I'm talking about how you feel.
It doesn't matter what I think. Never mind what I feel. Look, the fact is that Taya is doing the body bounce with the local Bible thumper.
Yeah, well, so you believe.
No, that's a fact. I think the facts might be of some interest to Andrew's boss over there.
Do you trust me?
No.
Well, you called me for help. Do you trust me?
If I had to trust somebody, it would probably be you.
Fine. Well, I'm not coaching football anymore. I don't play games because I don't have time. So if I'm going to be your lawyer, you're going to have to take your cues from me.
Hey, hold on a second.
No. You don't get to go flying off the handle. You don't get to go flying off half-cocked talking to bishops, ministers, anybody. You don't go off half-cocked at all.
I was trying to think maybe
No,
it's a bad idea for you to come-
Don't think. You understand me? Thinking is not your strong suit. You leave that to me.
Some things never change.
Todd, you needed my help a long time ago, and I was here for you. Well, I'm here again for you now, but the rules are the same. I think You listen. Do we have a deal?
I'm not a kid anymore, right? I don't take orders from anybody.
Well, you will from me. Or I'm out that door right now. Understand?
Look at you. You have a whistle around your neck, but you still sound just like a coach.
Well, some things never change.
No, everything has changed. Now I own the team. It doesn't matter that I don't play well with others. You work for me.
Oh, not yet, I don't.
Fine. You want to call the shots, you call the shots. You screw this up, I'll kill you.
That's good. That's exactly right. That's exactly how this game is played. But I got to warn you, pal, I got one hell of a one-loss record.
Well, that's why you're hired.
Good. Well, then, if you'll excuse me, maybe I'll call the Chicago office and let them know that you're going to be paying my hotel bill for a while I'm in Landview. Excuse me.
Mrs. Carpenter?
Yes?
There's a message for you from the Banner. They said it's urgent.
Thank you. Oh, dear. Yes, I'm afraid this is urgent. I'm sorry. I have to make a telephone call. It won't be long. I will be back.
Please, by all
Vicky,
means.
darling,
Hurry.
you need privacy. You can do it in my office. Bishop, always a pleasure.
Bye.
I know where your office is.
Of course you do, but he doesn't know you know.
You really just don't want to be alone with him, do you?
No, I do not want to be left alone with him in case I might say something that would get Andrew in trouble.
Renee, Andrew has not done anything that would get him in trouble.
Vicky, I really admire your faith in Andrew. But I have to tell you, Andrew and Tay are having some kind of an affair. No doubt about it.
Excuse me. Bishop McBain.
Yes, that's right. You're
Todd
Todd Manning.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, that was easy. I hope you don't think I'm being rude, you know, coming over like this.
Not at all.
I need to talk to you for a minute about Reverend Andrew Carpenter. I know that my little pissy at St. James is going to be on the front page of the gossip pages. I would have stuck a hymnal in my mouth just to shut myself up. And now, I would feel really, really awful if Andrew were in any kind of hot water because of something that I did.
You don't think he belongs there?
No, I don't. Well, I did, but now I don't know. I've been going through some pretty rough stuff lately.
Personal difficulties?
Yeah. My wife split on me and my daughter. Just took off.
I'm sorry.
Since you were spending so much time with Andrew, I just, you know, just thought the worst.
That they were, involved?
Yeah. Well, Taya said that I was crazy, that I was paranoid, that there was nothing going on between them. But, well, she was at the rectory during night and day, and then they'd take walks together, go to restaurants, stuff like that. But if they swear that they're not involved, then I have to believe them, no matter what I think. You know, have faith.
Bishop, I'm sorry. There is, in fact, a problem at the Banner that I have to go and take care of. I apologize for the interruption. I see you met my brother.
Yes. Yes, but by all means, you attend to your newspaper. I am going to pay a visit to Andrew.
Oh.
Now that I have all the information I need. Now,
Oh, no, gracious, no, we wouldn't hear of that.
Well, thank you so much, Vicky.
Lovely to see you.
Good luck to you, Todd.
Yeah. Right back
Vicky.
What did you say?
at- Just sorting the old guy out, that's all.
Well, did you have a nice chat?
Yeah. Told the old geezer about what was going on with Tay and Andrew. I figured it could only help us. What are you doing?
What did I tell you not 10 minutes ago? It's my way or nothing. Well, congratulations, pal. You got nothing.
All I did was turn up the heat under the lovebirds. That's a good thing.
That is not the point.
It is to me.
No, it's not. You haven't learned a damn thing, have you? You are still a hothead. You still won't let anybody help you.
Oh, Coach.
No, forget it, pal. You just save it, all right? I'll send you my bill.
You never miss a chance to stick in the knife and give it a twist, do you?
You're in a bad mood.
How could you do it?
Well, it depends. What did I do?
Oh, don't play coy with me, Todd Manning. I know that you went to Bishop McBain about Andrew, and don't ask me how I know it. I just do.
Yeah. Do you know why I went to go talk to that Bishop guy?
I'm afraid to ask.
I wanted to tell him that all that junk that I said about you and Andrew was just that. It was junk. And I felt really rotten about what I did, and I wanted to ease my conscience.
My guess is that you pitched your little mea culpa to the bishop in a way that would somehow tweak him into being suspicious of Andrew.
I'm really sorry if you can't find it in your heart to trust me.
You know, I don't know exactly why you chose the angle you did. You wanted to see Andrew brought down, or you thought this would get in the way of me and Andrew? Well, either way, you're wrong, and you know why? I'll tell you why. Because everything you do comes from a place of fear and suspicion. You live and breathe negativity. Andrew's not like that. Neither am I, I've come to find out. I need openness and warmth and compassion. You have none of that. At least not for me. Let me tell you something, Todd. No matter what you do to try to keep me from leaving, it'll only push me further away.
Hey, stop right there. Nobody walks out on me.
Your wife did. But of course, if you were this gracious trying to get her to stay, I can understand why. Now, if you will excuse me, I've got a plane to catch.
No. Look, I screwed up, okay? Maybe.
Maybe. I'd say there's a pretty good chance of that.
Well, that's why I need you here. Okay, fine. I'll play by your book. But you got to make sure that this thing between me and Delgado doesn't get screwed up.
Look, this thing, as you call it, is your marriage. When in the hell did you ever learn to have such contempt for everybody and everything?
Don't know. Came out of the factory like that.
Look, Todd, I know that it just kills you to feel, to have a real emotion, that you think you're playing it safe by playing the tough guy. Well, I see the Todd I used to know.
I didn't come here to play peekaboo.
This marriage, this is not just a business deal. This means a lot more to you than a business deal. Admit that to me. Todd, if you admit that to me, there is a chance that I will reconsider getting on that plane.
I think that I should finish what I started. For the sake of my daughter.
Fine. Stay in touch, Boomer.
Okay, fine. I care about her, okay? Are you happy? I love her. I guess. I don't know, we have similar hair. I don't want to lose her, Sam. I'll tell you that much.
Well, then I will see that you don't.